Hi guys, in today's video we're gonna see how you can fix the Apple Music app not working on Windows 11. So Apple just introduced this app for Windows and it's been a great experience so far, but there are users who are experiencing issues with the app. So first of all, what you need to do is make sure you check the internet connection. By the way, you can check out this article from the link in the description below. Check your internet connection and make sure it's stable, because if you don't have a good internet connection then you won't be able to stream music on Apple Music. So that's a thing. Checking your internet connection is easy. Just go to a new tab, type in fast.com, enter, and here you will be able to see your internet speed. So make sure it's above 5 mbps or something. That's the ideal speed you would want, but if it's lower than that you can contact your ISP and make sure there's no outage going on there. Next up, you need to check your Apple ID. Make sure you're logged in using the correct Apple ID. If you're not logged in using the correct Apple ID, just go here, go to open Apple Music, click on your name and then click sign out. Then click on sign in again and use your Apple ID and password to sign in. Then check if the Apple Music app is working now. If it is not, then you can move on to the next step, that is checking your Apple Music subscription. So just click on your name here again and then click view my account. Wait for it to load. Enter your Apple ID password. Click sign in. Once you're signed in, just scroll down to the settings section and then click on manage next to subscriptions. Click on manage. Here you will be able to see your subscription details. If the subscription is valid, just click on done and you're okay with it. But if it's not, you might have to resubscribe to Apple Music. If you have a subscription, if your Apple ID is correct, if you have a good internet connection, then it's time to check your audio devices. So your computer might be plugged into some audio devices, external audio devices. So those might be faulty. So if those are faulty, then you won't be able to listen to Apple Music. So what you need to do is switch to the speakers and make sure those devices are not faulty. So just go to settings, click on system, click sound, and then select the speakers from here. Now you will be able to play music on your speakers. So if Apple Music is working now, then great. If it's not, you can move to the next step. So the next step is to uninstall iTunes. So with Apple Music app, you can no longer use iTunes. So iTunes can be conflicting with Apple Music, causing it not to work. So what you can do is uninstall it and then Apple Music should start working. So search for iTunes. Here's iTunes. Right click on iTunes and click uninstall. Click on uninstall again to confirm. Once the app is uninstalled, let me just check if it's uninstalled. It's uninstalled. Now I'll just go to Apple Music again and see if Apple Music is working now. Let me play something. It works. So if it's still not working for you, you can move on to the next step, that is restarting the Apple Music app. So how do you do that? Just open the task manager, right click on your taskbar and click task manager here. Task manager window will open. Now search for Apple Music using the search bar at the top. So I'm gonna search Apple Music here. Once you find Apple Music, right click on Apple Music and click end task. Now close the task manager window, go back to Apple Music and open it again. Now Apple Music app should start working, but if it's still not working, you can move on to the next step. Next step is to update Windows. Why update Windows? Because updates typically include fixes for issues as well as new features. So it's recommended to update your Windows PC on a regular basis. So what you're going to do is go to settings, click on a Windows update and then click check for updates. If any update is available, just click on download and install and then restart your PC. After restarting, check if Apple Music is working. If it's not, then you can move on to the next step. That is the eighth step, updating the Apple Music app. For that, you need to go to the Microsoft Store and then click on library here and click on get updates. If an update is available for the Apple Music app, it will be installed automatically. After the update is installed, you can restart your PC if you want to. and then open Apple Music again and see if it's working now. Finally, if Apple Music is still not working for your PC, you can reset it by going to the settings. So I'll just search for Apple Music here, Apple Music, right click on it, click on app settings, scroll down, and then click on reset. If I click on reset again, I'll have to sign in using my Apple ID again. So I'll go to the Apple Music app, sign in again, and then I'll be able to use Apple Music. If you're still facing an issue, you can uninstall the Apple Music app and reinstall it. For that, you need to search for Apple Music here, right click on it, and then click uninstall. Click on uninstall again. Once Apple Music is uninstalled, go back to the Microsoft Store, search for Apple Music, and then click install. Once the app is installed, you can open it, sign in using your Apple ID, and then start using it. If you're still facing an issue using the Apple Music app, then all you can do is contact Apple support and they should be able to help you. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope this video helped you fix the Apple Music issue on your Windows 11 PC. If you want a written guide on this thing, you can check the link in the description below. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Peace out.